probably can't even touch the rim anymore. And I'm exaggerating, but my point being, they're like polar opposites when it comes to athleticism. But yet and still, when they needed a big play to be made, guess who made the block on one Blake Griffin? Tim Duncan. And I made this point. I made it a couple times in the last 2 weeks about this team. They're the killer in the Scary Movie. You got to kill them. They're not just going to die. So what you're talking about yesterday with the referees and all that kind of stuff, that's a part of it. That's a part of you have to kill this team. You can't offensive basket interference on a shot that everyone agrees was going to go in and give your team a lead. You can't. That can't be a thing. But it happens. That's not killing the monster. That's allowing him to live and come back and kill you. And as we saw last night, that's what happened. 111 to 107. Is that what I said? I don't know that I gave the score in the first game. Let me give that to you real quick, as though you don't know it. By the time you listen to this, you've probably heard it like 50 times. But 103 to 94 was the score in the Houston-Dallas game. I'm trying to make sure I do the gig properly. Elsewhere in the NBA, Billy Donovan of the Florida Gators, their head coach, looks like he's going to make another stab at this NBA thing. He had a very, very brief stint the first time, and when I say brief, I mean 24-hour brief with the Orlando Magic. Maybe about a decade ago. May not have been that long ago, but it was quite a while ago. Decided to go back to Florida. And they let him out the deal, and he went back and got his job back in Florida. IGBTW. You know what I mean? All day. And doesn't help that, he's a good basketball coach as well. The Brad Stevens thing has got a lot of people turned on. I think it has a lot of college coaches, with their eyes and their ears perked up, looking like, okay, look at what Brad's doing up there. But think about what Brad actually did. Like, Brad got all the veteran dudes. He was like, "Yep, y'all gotta go." He got a bunch of he basically got a college squad in Boston. Their oldest dude is 30 years old. He's the old Grizzly veteran. Meanwhile, Tim Duncan's about to be 40. He just turned 39. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Brad Stevens did it that way. Now, if you can find that team, I don't think that team is Oklahoma City, because those dudes now, they're not young bucks anymore. As far as Ibaka and Russ and KD, those dudes are vets. Now, you got to come in, and I read something earlier that said, KD was on board with the hire or whatever. Sam Presti apparently has a good relationship with Billy Donovan as well. I did have something here with all of Billy Donovan's college stats in it, but everyone knows who Billy Donovan is. He got a couple championships in Florida. Then he got 2 national championships in Florida, or at Florida. I think for the last 2 years, didn't make the tournament. So, maybe it is time to try something else. He's 50 years old now as well. So it's a situation where, maturity-wise, he may feel like this is the time, or the way that ball is being played in the NBA now is more conducive for what he wants to do. I don't know. And then there's the money. They pony up the money to get him to Oklahoma City. That always speaks volumes to people who are in the business of making money. A couple of awards got handed out today in the NBA. Kyle Korver actually won the Sportsman of the Year award. You bear with me for just 1 second. Tell you what that's all about, because I had to actually figure out what it was too. I mean, I know what having sportsmanship is, but I don't know what it entails to actually win an award in it. Here it is, the 2014-15 NBA Sportsmanship Award went to the Atlanta Hawks, Kyle Korver. Now, what that means, here's the big part, though. Say what now? So Korver was one of 6 divisional winners, joining the Toronto Raptors, Amir Johnson, the Chicago Bulls' Pau Gasol, Oklahoma City Thunder's Nick Collison, the Los Angeles Lakers, Jeremy Lin, insanity, and the Pelicans, Anthony Davis. But what this means for Kyle Korver is the NBA will actually make a $10,000 donation on behalf of Korver to the charity of his choice, and the charity of his choice being Helping Hand Rescue Mission. The NBA will also make a $5,000 donation to the other five divisional winners that I just mentioned earlier to the charities of their choice. Blessings in a backpack for Johnson, Gasol, the Gasol Foundation, obviously for Pau Gasol. Special Care Inc. for Nick Collison. Partnership for the advancement of and immersion of refugees for Lynn. He got a long one. Jesus. Audubon Nature Institute for Anthony Davis. So yeah, that's a good look for everyone involved, especially when you start including charities in these awards. Also, this is one of the awards that's actually voted on by the players, and it's not. I could put some stock into this one because this has to do with who the winners are as men versus who people like or what what kind of stat lines they put up and those type of situations. So good for all these guys, man. I told you guys I was going to tell you what it is. The annual award reflects ideals of sportsmanship, ethical behavior, play, and integrity in amateur and professional basketball. A key focus of the league's NBA Cares program. The trophy is named for former Detroit Pistons guard and Hall of Famer Joe Dumars. He was the award's first winner. I'm sorry, y'all, I have my glasses on, and this print is so damn